Hello, happy Friday. Welcome to today's Human Design Energy Forecast. Not only the energy update for today, but also for the whole month of September, which energy you can expect and what you need to know to really harness that energy. We have massive growth and wealth portals waiting for you as a preparation for what's to come in November, December, and January, the big manifestation months. And you do not want to mess that up, right? We want to manifest the big desires, the big dreams that we all have. So this is what I'm going to share today with you. And I have both things set up here. We have Facebook on my personal page, and here is Instagram. So if you're watching me for the first time, I would love to say hi to you. Who are you? What is your human design? I'm a projector, 6'2", splaining projector. And I teach human design through, I'm a business coach, a strategic, energetic business coach, and I teach it through the lens of human design. And this is where the magic happens, because suddenly when you understand yourself better, you can lead yourself differently, and also your business completely shifts. Hello here. So I will share this quickly into my Facebook group so that, you know, the algorithm of Instagram and Facebook has changed since September 1st. Maybe some of you have experienced that. And so it would be super helpful if you can drop a hi in the comments. There's Astrid, hello, and say hi in the comments, because that would help me support it to push it out to more people. And I totally believe that this message more people need to hear. So that would be incredible if you could drop a hi in the comments, or drop your human design in the comments. That would help too. Awesome. So I will send up here some invites on Facebook. It does not let me invite a lot of people, but a couple of I can send out. So let me just do that. Oh, I can tag more. That's incredible. Okay, let's get started. I share this into my group so that I can see. Hey, there's Marie. Amazing. Hello. So I cannot see if anyone is on here live on Facebook. So they have changed a lot. So I have no idea what's going on. That would be amazing if you can bear with me. There are 2 people. So slowly it's picking up. So it helps me to push it to the algorithm, Marie, if you just put your a couple of words in the comments and say hi if you're watching me live or even in the replay. Share with me your human design, then it kicks the algorithm a little bit. It is really interesting how much they change and how hard it is to get our message out there. Thank you so much, Aslet. Yes, I cut my hair today. It is super sunny the last 4 days. I really enjoy it. So I had a facial today, so I'm very happy for that. Self-care is super important. Hi, Adriana. Self-care is super important for September. You have to take care of your human body, because the energetic upgrades are incredibly powerful. So sometimes we feel super exhausted because you are going through a lot of upgrades. Hi, Mariko. Good to see you here. So I share this into the group so that they get notified. So when you, Mary, Money Jen, Emotional, 1-4. 1-4, Marie, you're such a rare gem. Like the 1-4s are one of the very rare profiles. My mom is a Money Gen 1-4 as well. So that's very special. Hi, Tiffany. Hey, good to see you. So, okay, I have no idea what's going. Hi, Paula. Here on Instagram, it's a little bit more active, but here on Facebook, it's weird. But they changed the algorithm on both platforms, so we never know what's happening, right? Anyhow, we're gonna keep going. So what I want to share today with you is what to expect in September. And it won't be, honestly, it's an incredibly powerful month. I love September so much. And I want to share it with you through the lens of business and how you can use it in your business. So as I said here on Facebook, there are a lot of growth and wealth portals. What I mean with this. So today the energy is still a little bit from last month because we are in the last day of the gate 40 in line 6. Some say, there are two different calendars. So some human design teachers say, no, we're already in the other gate. We're in the other gate, in the new gate, which is the gate 64. But I always tune into my energy, and I teach it from my experience as a line 6 and a projector. So what I experience right now, it's your birthday month, Astrid. Yay, I'm so excited for you. What I experience right now is the last day of line 40 of gate 40 in line 6 is today, and tomorrow we're going to go in 64. So the gate 40 and in line 6, now it's picking up on Facebook. I'm so happy. So if you're watching this live, please help me boost a little bit the algorithm and drop high in the comments and drop your human design in the comments. That would be amazing. Thank you for supporting me. Awesome. So what it's all about, September is all about leadership. Yes. You maybe have expected it because I was talking a lot about leadership and how you lead and how you show up, and who do you allow yourself to be led by? Are you allow yourself to be led by your desires, or are you letting fear and your inner child get into the seat in your is your inner child running your business? That's the question. So I need a cushion, so a little bit higher. That's better. So today, so the whole last week was all about contracts, all about agreements, all about making commitments and kind of setting us up for what's to come in September, which is, okay, I put my work into something, but what do I get out of it? What we have agreed upon should be equal and fair and value for both parties. And it has had a lot to do with selling in terms of, okay, if you do this, then I give you this. And this is really, it was a lot of the week of a lot of material, a lot of contracts, a lot of commitments. Now we are in the last gate today where we experience it in the line 6, which means more the objective role as a leader, and I'm a line 6 at 6-2. So who is here a line 6 as well? Maybe you feel it today a little bit stronger, but any other line you feel it as well. Yes, Marie, absolutely, you already feel it. So what it is about is then that the line 6 does not only lead, but and this is very important for projectors, it's a more leaned back energy. And I felt it this morning so clearly that it is the wise woman, the role as the role model that gained to become the leader, the authority through life experience. So it is, maybe you feel called to lead, but it does not mean that everybody who feels called and hears the calling answers the call. And I see it a lot. So every time we have a gate active, there is a high and a low frequency. And I see, to be honest, because of all this conditioning, more women, especially women, being in the low frequency than in the high frequency. So maybe they feel called to lead, but they don't show up in their fullest, highest frequency and let more the doubts, the overthinking, the inner children, the wounds lead and don't fully step into their power, which is totally normal. But when it gets crucial is if you have awareness that you're overthinking, you have awareness that you're stuck you'll have awareness that you keep waiting instead of moving with your authority and with your feeling and with your inner intuition. When you have awareness about what's going on and not making better decisions and choices despite the fear, and be stronger and step out of the inner child and stuckness into your higher self and from your power and from the leader who you want to be and act from her, then it is self-sabotage. Then it is self-sabotage. So the same with the purpose. Everybody's like, I want to know my purpose, I want to live my purpose. But just because you have a purpose or a sense of purpose and you are meant for more, it does not mean that you will live it in this lifetime. Because it has to be a conscious choice to make this decision. And it also has a lot to do with work to do the deconditioning work, to do the healing work, to then fully live your design, your full potential and your power in full sovereignty. And so your design, your authority, look at your design. What is your authority? Share it with me here in the comments. I want to really get you an understanding what that means, especially for September. It means that you have your authority, your wisdom is in your body. It is in your design. Mine is splenic. And our magnetic monopole is always pulling us towards our destiny, what we are meant to achieve, accomplish, experience in this life, so that we understand who we really are and why we're here. It's a constant pull. So when you feel pulled towards certain people, a certain decision, a tendency, and you feel this pull and you get into your head, you're ignoring it. You're stepping out of your authority and you're giving your power away, and you become again the victim of external circumstances. So this is especially crucial in September. And what's going on in the collective, on the world plane, on the 3D plane, with everything that's going on with governments and nature situations happening, it's gonna increase. It increases, and the tension and the pressure and the collective gets stronger and stronger. And then going into 2022, 2023, until 2025. So the whole reason is that we wake up. Why does it say phone is getting too warm? It's not hot in here. You see, it's getting hot. People gonna, so what the thing is, and I experience in the microcosmos, I see it with some of you, or I am in conversations with, even if you're not my client, but even my clients experience that. So how do we wake up? How do we evolve? How do we get a different perspective, a higher consciousness? We either, I think I'm back on Facebook. Keep saying live has ended. Oh no, that's interesting. I'm still here. So maybe it comes back. So Facebook, are you still with me? Do you see what's going on? Facebook, can you give me a comment? Hi, Roxy. Had to refresh. Okay, Jay, am I good? Can you give me just a feedback? You're on, but it's pausing a lot. Do you know why it's pausing? Do you know why it's pausing? It's not the connection. It's not the connection. Wendy knows why it's pausing. Because Wendy and I, we're already having different conversations. It's pausing because I'm talking about something that is so powerful that somebody doesn't want me to talk about. And when there are certain buzzwords, they're watching. They are watching us. Yesterday on Instagram, no, I'm not speaking on a height level. I'm speaking truth, that the agenda, it's not conform the agenda. So yesterday on Instagram, I wanted to upload something with witches, and I have my tonics and potions, and so I used the word witches, and it did not allow me to upload it at all. Like I tried it a couple of times, not. So there are certain buzzwords. So that's what's going on. Yes, they're watching. So I tell you, the reason why this is happening is, and why the tension will increase, because here's the thing, it got to me really today, and maybe you saw me posting it on Insta stories. And this is line 6. So line 6 is, you're sitting on the rooftop, you see people watching, and I have a wisdom through my life experience that I can share with you, and I see how it could benefit you. So there are two options how you either decide to see that this wisdom is valuable. Okay, you hear me talking, it resonates, you feel the pull, and you're like, oh yeah, this is what I want to learn more, and I want to get where you are and go through these things faster. So teach me how, show me. So this is a experience of aha moment, a recognition, a little awakening, like, oh yeah, this is what I want, from desire. And then this is how I love to share, because then I know what I have to share. The line 6 is, yes, Jay, I will go there in a second. So what I then have to share is used and implemented well, right? We do not want to share wisdom and then like, yeah, but people, oh, my phone just died on Instagram, see? Okay, so it's interesting. It's so interesting. So we never want, so especially at the line 6, like if I have something to share and tell you what the truth is, the objective truth, not my personal, I gained it through my personal life experience at the line 6, and then we share it in a very objective objective perspective, so that you can use it to find your own truth. But if the truth is shared, especially as a leader, but not used, so kind of wasted my time and my energy, I'm like, I'm not here to lead you, because it's not worth it. Maybe some line 6 can resonate with that, especially projectors. Hi Lena. Especially projectors, because we see even more clearly what is off in the other person, because our aura absorbs and goes so deep into the other person, so that we see not only truth as a line 6, but really where the other person, I can right away see what's off in your energy, and I feel it. And so there's double truth I can share. The thing is, and especially today, I experience it as a line in the gate 40 when it comes to contracts. You know, I help you with that. I totally can help you, but you have to put your own work in. You have to do your work. I cannot drag you forward. That's kind of commitments, right? Agreement. This is how we want to work together. Not one person does the work. That's not leadership. That's old paradigm leadership, where one person goes first and has to make sure that everybody comes along. So new paradigm is really this, I have something to give, and you have to be in your power that you take it, and then we co-create together. But here's the thing, and this is exactly why pressure is needed so often. 99% of the people are so much in their conditioning that they don't trust the pull and the authority, that they are not in their sovereignty and acting from authority. And then guess what? They see that somebody has something, but they're like, no, I'm overthinking. I don't have time. It's not the right time, or there's so much going on, or money issues, or whatever, like excuses. And those excuses, especially as a projector line 6, they bore me. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Either you come with me or not. So what then happens is that the pain will get so strong, so that people wake up and like, okay, finally, I get it, I have to move. So when we translate it to business, is that what you do not get together, if your shit that you don't get together in terms of getting out of your head into your body over especially September, October, and then November. The planets will change, and a lot of things will open up so that the manifestations come through into the 3D and through the physical, what you're focusing on right now. So if you're focusing on right now, and I mean the focus is on the busyness in your business, the overthinking, and you're avoiding to clear your stuff, it will overtake you. That at a certain point you will manifest more of what you do not want if you don't get really honest and trust the pull. The pull is your authority, what you feel. You want to manifest more of the good things, but I see so many women sitting there and like, okay, I cannot help you. I don't want to drag you. And I'm even not helping you by fueling your pattern to talk about objections. So leadership means, for me and for you as well, what are your standards? What are your standards? I have high expectations about myself and my life. My standards are so high, and I amp them up more and more and more every month. I'm in mentoring since beginning of my business, one-on-one. I always made it happen, came up with the money, whatever, because I am always so committed to become a better person. And of course, we're humans and we make mistakes and we have to learn and we need to heal and all that. But I have so high standards that I ask myself, okay, who do I want to become? What is also my world that I want to create for my clients? And who is a good fit for it or not? And so what I see is that a lot of women say, I want this, but this integrity and the standards that you're living by is not a match. So today I was like, really, so I am not available for any excuses anymore. I'm not available, like September for me, and you have to do this work for yourself. What are you available for anymore? And then you need to be very disciplined, because it is about self-leadership first and becoming the woman who wealth, success, alignment is not something that you do. It's not that you suddenly become rich. It's not that you suddenly, alignment is nothing what you do. It's a result. And actually you are at the moment in alignment to something. From a most likely lower frequency of what you do want. Your frequency of alignment is here. You are aligned with what are you aligned? If you're not in alignment with what you do want, then ask yourself, then what am I in alignment with? I'm in alignment and I allow my fear to come in. I allow people to take advantage of me because my boundaries are not clear. My communication is not clear. I am in alignment with my inner children because I'm in such money fear. I'm in alignment with all the overwhelm. I'm in alignment with over consuming other people's stuff. Like, what are you in alignment with? Because it's a result, and what we need to work on to increase our alignment, increase our frequency, is the healing, is the deconditioning, is the working through the beliefs that you have, why you cannot fully trust your body instincts and your intuition. Jay said, it's like everything feels blocked and closed this last month and nothing to tune into. Done so much spiritual work, didn't expect this, but none of us are immune. So Jay, for myself, August was very emotional. I totally get it. So emotional. And so much growth is in there. And I tell you, Jay, it never ends. It never ends. But the thing is, I went so deep into it and I did not expect it, that it is possible. I set some goals at the beginning of August and my determination was so strong and I had so much support of my mentor, and I did my inner work and my work with human design that got me to my highest cash month of over 50K. in August, in a time where I thought, oh my God, it's so emotional, it's so heavy, it's so heavy. But in some times when you feel you're stuck and you're very emotional, you're upgrading. You are upgrading, and this is so beautiful. But the thing is that you need to be supported, and you have to understand what it means for your energy, and your human design is a way to look at it. This is the tool that I use, because then you understand yourself better. And when you deepen your understanding about yourself, you can lead yourself, you deepen your leadership with yourself, and then you can deepen your leadership with other people, with your business, and you show up as a different person then afterwards. I'm starting to set goals right now. I'm like day one at a time. I do hope it's an upgrade. Okay, I never set goals. I only set intentions. I never set income goals. It scares the fuck out of me. I cannot do that. But what I can do is I set in my boundaries. I set my standards. I'm like, I do not want to exhaust. I said at the beginning of August, I don't want to exhaust myself anymore. I don't want to teach that much. I want to coach more. So I just, and then it is about, okay, this is what you do want. So Jay, what is it that you do want? What is it that you do want? How do you want to feel? And then we need to break it down into, okay, what does it mean for my daily actions? What does it mean for my business? How do I show up with my clients? What offers do I put out? What needs to be aligned in your offers, in your income streams, in the way how you sell, in the way even how you run your programs? Like this must change. It must change, because your inner work is one thing. What I see with a lot of women then hiding and escaping into the alignment work and forgetting about their business. And so this would be a beautiful opportunity if you want a 5-day intensive. I have a 5-day business in HD intensive coming up on September 14th. It is 5-day where you bring in your business, you bring in your human design. I look at both, and then we rearrange and realign your offers. We refine and restructure your launch strategy, your selling strategy, so that you do not have to launch all the time, but you sell every day, what I do. And this is what allows you to make more space to do the inner work behind the scenes, and you don't feel pressure. Oh, today I need to be high vibe so that I sell. But you still have working on passive income support with my self-study courses. Yes, that's one thing, exactly. But you are working behind the scene. What is happening in front of the scene so that still money comes in? You want to have money coming in always and always, no matter what you're preparing, no matter what you energetically or emotionally are going through, because yes, we are humans and we have lows, and my one-on-one clients know that this is the part where you need to navigate and have your business structures set up, but also mostly your mindset and your beliefs around what is necessary so that you have money coming in, what is necessary that you can take a pause, that you can lean back and allow yourself to cry and not feel it. Yes. Okay. So this is really my invitation for you. If you want my eyes on your human design chart and on your business, because as a projector I can really see what would work more efficiently. Efficiently in terms of cutting out all the fluff. When I see that you have a self-study course, that's great, but usually it's overcomplicated. So many women are overcomplicating it so that money comes to you quickly. So I don't sell with long sales pages. I don't sell with, like, you don't need so many things that they teach you what you have to do first before the money comes in. Okay, so Jay, if you are interested in it, you can message me and I send you more information about it. Because this is, especially now for the upcoming month, it is important that you become the woman, really sit with this. And it does not get into my head, to be honest, that women say A and then act like B. It doesn't get into my head. And then I totally understand at the same time. I am so compassionate because I see the conditioning, I see the heaviness, I see the fear, I see all the voices in your head that are not yours. And I totally get it because I've been there, and the work that I did with human design and my alignment allows me now to get out of my head so quickly. Even if thoughts come up, they always come up. They come up, but I'm like, okay, but I don't go there anymore. And this is where you then decide who you want to be. Am I the person who sits there in doubt and overthinking and has the awareness, or am I the person who just makes the move? And I tell you, in November, you will either regret it or you thank me later that you did the move now, even if it was scary. November, December, January. I mean, what do you want to manifest? And look at what you're doing now. Is this getting you there? Yes, this is a very important thing. So when we look at what it is about action, it is not only about the inner work, not only about the alignment, it's also about the strategic steps and the action, because there are some line 5s out there, big coaches, which I observe like with my projector energy and line 6 view. And like, it's valid and it's solid to talk about beautiful, sexy alignment and make it seem so easy. It's not. It's not. And it's not only the feminine and lean back if everything what you do in your masculine is out of integrity to that. So how can you expect, to be honest, how can you expect your clients to sign up with you right away? And, you know, how do you want your clients to come to you? Do you want them to have in your inbox and saying, oh, I would love to join your course, but I'm so in the overthinking and I don't know if that's the right thing and I feel so drawn to your work, but I don't think that's the right time, or maybe the universe hasn't sent me the sign yet. So I'm still waiting here and asking the universe for the sign, and there's so much going on and a blah, 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 blah. Do you want that? No, we don't want that. We want to have certainty. We want to have hell yes clients coming to us like, I love your vibe. I'm in. Let's do this. Yes? Say yes in the comments if you want these clients. And then ask yourself, okay, which type of client am I? If you sell one-on-one, but you are not yourself a one-on-one client, how does this fit together? If you are want to charge high prices, I'm so grateful for your heartfelt compassion, asking, mentoring. Yes, Mariko. I love you so much. Everything has changed forever. Thank you. It was your work, not mine. You said yes to yourself and made that leap. That's exactly this. So it is really the integrity that is key for the next month. And we all need to clean up things. It never ends. I do it myself every day. And sometimes to the point that I'm very hard on myself, that I'm still not there yet. And then I get reminded by my coach that it is a ongoing journey that never ends. So there's no rushing, okay? We are humans. There's no rushing. Self-love and compassion to ourselves is much needed. But then at the same time, radical honesty to, okay, how do you want your people, like what is on brand? For me, for example, in my world, on brand, I was really sitting there. I'm like, overthinking is not on brand. And the story that I told today on my Insta stories was just a little chart is I have very high luxurious standards in my business. So this is what I stand for. It's the edgy elegance, how I call it. Like you get fire and kick ass from me, but also a high level of quality of my teaching. It's not surface layer shit what you get from me. We go deep. Okay, so it is, for me, the luxury is in the depth. There is a lot of depth and practical, transformational wisdom. It's not only, oh, we just work on our alignment and then the money flows in. It's strategy, it's practical, but then also the energetics and the deep inner work. And so I was, after college, my very first job was as a PR marketing assistant, and at a company, an Italian luxury jewelry company called Bulgari. Who knows this company? It's Italian, so maybe some of you Americans don't know, but maybe Lena knows it, and some Germans or Europeans who are watching know that. So I was working there, and this really, and then later in my high-level business consultant years, I was always, flying first class and being in luxury hotels. And so, this, yeah. So I kind of was surrounded by luxurious, very high-level service, very intentionality. So it's not only about the money that you pay, but what is luxury about? It is about the intentionality. The intentionality when you enter a jewelry store, everything is placed with intentionality. Everything is so valued. Everything, every step, everything has intention. In a hotel, in a 5-star resort, it's not only the quality of everything is higher and more, there's more money in the things, but also the services, the focus. People are present with you. You are the center of attention. So when you come into my world as my one-on-one client, you are the center of attention. Like you are, especially for me as a projector, it's you and me. And in my courses, they are small, they're exclusive. So I asked myself, especially for September, so what would be on brand for me? And overthinking and being in with people in conversation about their excuses is not on brand. So you can ask yourself, what is on brand for yourself, and bring this into September and upgrade everything in your life. What are you available for? What are you not available for? What is on brand? What is off brand? And then it means, okay, if my world is the most luxurious experience of alignment and with so much intentionality, because this is the only thing we have. We only have this present moment. So, for example, what are you doing now? Are you eating next to listening to me? Are you running errands? Are you where's your presence? Where's your focus? It is about intentionality. And then intentionality, really asking yourself, okay, what is going on here? Tuning in and trusting my feeling that this is the right move, even if it doesn't make sense. But because I'm the person, it's on brand. Like on brand for me, it's really this every day. I don't think that I don't have to kick my own butt every morning. Every morning I remind myself, okay, what would my millionaire self do? How would I show up as a millionaire coach? Would I be available in DMs with people who don't have their shit together? No, because I move differently. So I'm not doing it anymore. Enough stories. I'm energetically, for me, I just cut the cords, done. So, and then I clean up my side to upgrade even more. What's going to happen energetically this September is you will, from tomorrow on, we're gate 64, which is one of my defined channels. So when you're in my world, you always have more ideas, more inspiration, more clarity. So over the next 2 weeks, we have 64 and 47, which is one of my 2 defined channels. So I feel like home. And what happens is you will have a lot of ideas, but then there will be a lot of overthinking if you don't have this channel active, if you have an open head, open third eye. And so there's maybe confusion, there's doubting, there is questioning about the how and the logic behind it. But this is not the time, and this is where you get tested. How much can you let go and let loosen the grip of all these ideas that you might have that most likely come also from other people as an open mind and open head, and tune back and say, okay, it's part of the awareness and sensing circuit. And so the sensing circuit is not the logic circuit so circuitry is how the energy runs in our system. And so when these gates are active, it's about abstract thinking. So you hear me talking always a lot about look at the big picture. No, exactly, Lena, not exactly that. I warn you. And it's now about the how is always, what is the answer for every how? Write that down as an open head, because an open third eye, because you have hard times to remember. The answer to every how is, what would my next level do? If I already had the money in the bank, how would I feel? Safe, calm, relaxed. I would trust myself more. So the next step to get to the money in the bank is, okay, what is today? What is the inspiration? What is the next step? Okay, there's an opportunity to write an inspiration, to write that post, or to sign up with this coach, do this program. Okay, that means I trust myself fully because this is my future self. I feel into it, feels good, I do it. Because this is the key for these next 2 weeks, 64 and 47, next 2 weeks, is that you don't have to, it doesn't make sense, it doesn't have to make sense, and the sense with the abstract is the bigger picture that you will see when you experience it. So how I teach, and you hear me a lot of teaching that, is that it makes sense when you take a step back and look how far you have come through following your authority, and then suddenly you go like, oh, that's it. Do you know? You get what I mean? So the logic and the sense comes through you experiencing it by following your intuition, and you're in the moment, and let those ideas be there. It's not that you should not have ideas. Yes, now you feel more, Lena, this from tomorrow on, you will feel more ideas coming through. And you will then try to make logic sense with your mind. How does this fit into my workflow? How can I create an offer? How can I do this and that? And you gotta just let this pop up. There are certain ideas. That's great. But then get out of your head into a flow state, and sometimes the right idea comes through an experience that you have, a conversation that you have with a totally different person, or that you're taking a shower and suddenly something drops into your body and your sacral goes like, ooh, that would be fun. That's how you experience it, or that you just drop it and then it comes back to you, and you have like the bigger picture. Always step back to the bigger picture. Where am I heading? What is my bigger idea? Even if it's not a clear vision, maybe a feeling. As I said, the standards. What are your standards? What is on brand? Does it fit together? Because when you have so many ideas, that's great, but they don't always need to be right away created into something. So these are the two weeks. And then in the second week, so next week is 64, and the 47 is awareness, awakening, a aha moment of experience. But these aha moments only come through you living your strategy and authority. It's not coming from sitting at the table. So if you are working on your course or whatever it is more about you getting out there and doing your, still giving value. And this is what I teach in Business NHD. What needs to be created, because just because you're preparing something to sell later, like you gotta have a warm audience, a hot audience. And I talked about this in the live stream yesterday. So scroll back after we're done and watch the live stream from yesterday. What is necessary to make sales consistently without even launching? Because just because you have something to sell and then you're quiet the whole time, you're not nourishing your audience and preparing it for what's to come, they won't buy from you because you don't have a hot audience here. And that's necessary. So that's what we go deeper into Business in HD as well. So then you have more awakening moments, more aha moments in the second week. And then we go into two other gates, which gets more emotional again. In the gate 6, which is in the emotional authority, I have it active as well, which is that you want to go deep with people. So there's a lot of feeling of, oh, maybe fear of rejection coming up. But it goes also, yes, I'm so happy. It resonates, Tiffany. And so, what I want to say, the Fast Foundation Masterclass is still, like, you still can join if you want to know the blueprint for your first 5 to 10K months, because what I'm talking about now is very concise, very compromised, in a very practical blueprint, the strategy and the energetics of it in that masterclass. That's the September masterclass. If you want more information, you can send me a message. Tiffany, I thought that would be something for you, because it's a very low investment to start with, to have money coming in now. And I think that's so valuable and so needed. Like, I really want to all support you so that you make more money in your business. This is to be in your 6-week program. Yes, Carola. But I wished I had the information when I started, what I'm gonna share in the Fast Foundation Masterclass. It's really literally the blueprint to do that. And then you just repeat it over and over again, and then you compound it, and then you build your business. So that's happening on the 10th, but you can message me for that. So when we go into more emotional in the mid till end September, then you get really tested in how far are you strong in who you are. Because then we go into also a gate of identity and intuition. So the last weeks of September is all about emotionality. It is about connections with people. We are looking for connection. We want to go deep with people. We want to create relationships. But when we enter relationships from the point of, I need someone and I'm feeling rejected and not loved if I don't find someone, and this low frequency, it doesn't work. And this resonates then to selling. So if you're feeling like who you are when they don't buy will really show how far are you anchored into your alignment or not. And this is what we will cover as well in all the classes that I teach, the energetics behind holding your power in those moments, holding your prices, and don't dip. Because this is exactly why I see women having good income month and then dipping, having some money coming in and then dipping, highs and low, is because you don't have strong alignment and know how to hold your alignment when things don't go well. And this happens all the time in business. And we will cover that in all the programs, in the Fast Foundation Masterclass, in the Business NHD, and of course in the 6 weeks one-on-one. It's just the level of proximity to my energy and my support that is different to each class, from the mastermind to the 5-day intensive to the 6 weeks. So that at the end of the month, you will be asked, okay, who your identity, the identity of the woman who you are becoming. Because this is then crucial to go into October, and it's fall time, it's harvesting time. So you will harvest the seeds that you planted over this year. And what you were avoiding over the whole year is what you will harvest. And what you have planted from a good alignment, you will harvest even more. So that at the end of the month, we have one gate in the G center and one gate in the spleen, which is all about your identity, direction, and intuition. Both is strong intuition. So how far are you really trusting your intuition? And your intuition speaks to you through your authority. So this is really important for you to know that this is a month for a lot of growth, and it is a month that requires a lot of self-leadership and working on your things and looking at where do you need to clean your side. And the thing is, it is not about the business. It is not about the business, but the business is a tool so that you become the woman who you're meant to be. And it is way, way more healing and cleaning up old stories and traumas and wounds than most women think, and it's not about the money. If you take all the money away and you're still good and you trust yourself that you just keep going the next day and build it again, that's alignment. That's trust. And so you have to understand, and this is the biggest takeaway for today, that you have to love the process of achieving as much, if not even more, than the achievement in itself. This is huge. And this is what so many do not understand. And this is, when it comes to business, what distinguishes an entrepreneur from a person who wants to make money online. Because as an entrepreneur, we're in it because we love the creation process, and sometimes it sucks, yes, and it hurts, but there's an internal innate drive inside of you that keeps you doing it, and because you love it, and the challenge, and because of the woman who you become, the person that you become. It's even more than you achieve it, because then you hit that income goal and you're like, yeah, but nothing is different. Yes, it is not really different, because you already was this woman along the way, and this is how you manifested it. And so when in hindsight you look back, you're like, oh yes, these steps, because I always ask myself, what would she be doing, made suddenly me to become this person. And then the money and everything else manifested as a result of that. And so one super, super exciting thing that came up yesterday, I feel a huge shift already, Carla. I'm so excited. And Carla is the queen of this, the last week, like jumping into the 6 weeks 101. So courageous. Celebrating you so much. So yesterday I had my advanced reader training weekly call, and I was going deep into the studies, and I love it so much. And so I looked back, and over the last weeks we went deep into the incarnation cross, and also into the split definition. And you can look at your chart, whether you have a single split, a split, double split, or more splits. That means that your energy is cut in your chart, and we always want to connect these two. Like people with a split definition or multiple split definitions, we always want to connect with other people. We need other people to have a constant fluidity running in our system. And so what I decided to do is to add, for one woman, this is one woman, a very special one-time offer, to offer what I call a wealth portal reading about your life purpose, which is the incarnation cross, and then looking at where in your chart is the highest conditioning, so that you get unblocked to fully live your purpose. And this conditioning shows up in your centers, but when it especially comes to splits, it shows up in those areas what you needed to complete the energy in your chart. So this is something, usually I do not do readings, like classical readings. So that would be information about this, but then a lot of coaching around the conditioning. So this is the bonus that I'm super excited about. I was sitting there, and maybe some of you watched my stories from yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. I'm going to add this as a bonus for the last spot of the 6 weeks 101. So if you're interested in joining the 6 week 101, you will get this session with me, and just message me and we can talk more about that. If you're interested in just a session, I'm thinking about offering a couple of spots in September for just the session. And then if someone invites me, I'm a projector, you can invite me, you can message me, and then I can think about offering it as a single session, maybe in the future, because it's really good. It blew my mind. I now know, and in hindsight, that was exactly what I needed to work on in my split definition to have the biggest breakthrough in my business without even knowing it. I was literally sitting there, I'm like, holy crap, I already did it without even knowing it, because I did it intuitively. And this is the magic about human design. you don't even need to know about it. When you trust your intuition so much and just follow the pull, you will in hindsight see that you live your design naturally by just following this feeling. So my biggest, if you're interested in these sessions, please message me, okay? My biggest recommendation for you is get out of your head. Overthinking will never be the solution. Don't ask yourself how this makes sense. Wealth is not achieved through the logic. It is a result of who you be. It is full on trust, full on alignment. So whatever you feel drawn to today, make the right decision by just trusting your heart. Even if you don't know and understand your authority, your heart and your inner knowing, your inner voice is always guiding you. And if you feel drawn to one of my offers or one-on-one work with me, then please message me. I'm here for you. Thank you so much for watching. That was incredible. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. If this resonated with you and you want to share it on your page, feel free to do so. If you take a screenshot and want to share it on your Instagram, please do so as well. If you want to join Fast Foundation Masterclass, the 5-day Business in HD intensive, or the 6-week working one-on-one with me, please send me a DM as well. Thank you so much. And I will pop into the group. I will upload this in the group as well. And I will pop some more information when I come live the next time, because I have a Q&A. Like what's next up is Tonic and Talk. So at Tonic and Talk, you can ask me questions. So on Sunday, I will put up a post inside the group, and you can put all your questions that you want to ask me about business, about alignment in there. And then on Tuesday, there will be a Tonic and Talk where I answer the questions and we can chat a little bit. Okay? So good. Have a great rest of your day, and then I see you soon.